Hi, welcome everybody to the Cornfries podcast. I'm your host, Nickyfries, joining alongside Steveozilcho.
Hi, how's everybody doing today? It's a very solemn day. It's very quiet.
Hi.
I don't know why we're doing this.
I don't know why either. I just thought we'd change things up once in a while and kind of get monotone.
Okay.
I don't
Turn
really
this
know
into
why.
an ASMR.
Yo, so the second I start the podcast, my radiator goes off again. So now you're going to hear the
Yeah?
fuzz again. Like the...
I don't hear it.
Dude, I'm telling... Bro, Steve, fucking
What,
technology hates me, man. I
Yeah,
swear to God,
like
dude. I got a graphics card, and it's like fucking up my entire computer, and now I had to return the graphics card because it wasn't even working.
Yeah.
I got a headset, and when I reset the headset, like when I try to sync it to the Bluetooth, it like syncs to my PC and my Xbox at once, fucking up the audio on both of them. And like neither one works, and then I have to like reset both systems for them to work.
That's not good.
But we did research on this, and it's a corporate scandal, dude. From Xbox. Xbox has a glitch right now. So you remember the Red Rings of Death?
Yeah.
And you remember the Xbox One had like shitty issues as well?
I never had any issues.
Okay, well this is a new one.
Yeah.
The Xbox controller, it doesn't come with any wires.
Okay.
So when you get the Xbox, like you get it as is, you get the controller, you get like I think one set of batteries. It doesn't sync Bluetooth. Like it doesn't sync wireless.
Oh, I've heard of that issue. Do you have that issue?
Yeah, you have to plug it in for it to work.
I've never had that issue. Okay.
But guess what? Like even plugging it in doesn't work. And they don't sell the USB. You have to buy a CUSB somewhere else and then plug it in, and it still doesn't work. You know what you have to do? Okay. You know what the fix is for it? You have to hard reset your Xbox every time you turn on your Xbox.
You know how stupid that is?
Yeah. And then when I sync my Bluetooth, it unsyncs the wireless controller.
Oh, that sounds wonderful.
Yeah. Do you understand what my life is now? We're in fucking 2021. Why are we having technology issues that we've never had before? That is simple shit that was solved in like 2003, bro. I'm about to go fucking crazy here. Okay, I'm tired of stupid things. Shit's supposed to work. Everything's supposed to make sense. Nothing works.
Yeah. Isn't it great?
I'm fucking pissed, man. I'm not a happy camper.
If it makes you... Are you like running or walking away from your mic, or what are you doing?
Oh, me right there?
Yeah, I was like, did you just disappear?
Oh no, I just went to close my window, but now my radiator is like going crazy right now.
Yeah, wonderful.
If people are still listening, I don't know.
What video games are you playing?
I don't know what our fans like, dude. Like it's weird because there's so many different people. Like there's definitely people that are fucking with this conversation right now, but there's definitely people out there that are like, yo, like sports. We just gonna do
I know
us,
a couple
bro.
of people are gonna be like, I don't care about the football part. Talk about something else.
Yeah. Dude, do you see like these girls that are like fiending over Richard Ramirez? You know who that is?
Richard Ramirez. Why do I know that?
That's
name?
the Night Stalker, dude. It's like all over. They came out with the documentary. I haven't watched it, but like I don't study.
Hold on, I gotta look at that guy.
Yeah. Look, pull up a picture. I'll pull it up. I'll pull it up during the podcast too to give everyone reference. But Richard, yeah. Let me look him up. I want to make sure I have his name right. I'm pretty sure it's Richard Ramirez. Yeah, it is.
Serial killer?
Yeah. So look at his fucking smile, bro.
He's kind of creepy.
Yeah, so no. Go to images. There'll be a picture of his smile because he's got fucked up teeth. Do you see it? Yeah. So girls are
terrifying.
Dude, girls are talking about how sexy he is and all this shit. This is the problem with fucking the world and America, bro. What shit like this. What did this guy do? What did he do? Okay, so I haven't watched the documentary, but I don't study serial killers, but I'm not one of those like listen to serial killer podcasts or anything like that. But I do like get into it. Like I like to read a lot, and I usually stumble across stuff, and I'll read the whole stories. Richard Ramirez was the Night Stalker. So like in the 80s, he would like break into people's houses and like break into people's cars, and he would like try to like he would kill, rape, harass women. A lot of the times the woman got away, but they were traumatized.
It says over 25 victims, yeah.
Yeah, it was crazy, dude. And he was just haunting people. It was like the Son of Sam in California. Like, people were just afraid to go out at night. And remember, like, people were telling their stories, and they were saying this guy had like he looked like a demon because of his fucked up teeth.
I was gonna say his teeth look terrifying.
Yeah. So imagine like you don't know,
band, like a hair band.
Yeah. Imagine you don't know who this person is, and
he smiles at you and you cry.
Like you, yeah, no, but no, like you're hearing just people talk about it. And it sounds like there's a fucking demon, you know?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's crazy, dude. Like serial killers. Like we live in a fucking strange world, man. Just we glorify serial killers. Like Ted Bundy. You remember when that Ted Bundy thing came out? All the girls.
What is his name? He gets mail all the time, and there's like people want his autograph and everything. What is his name? Maybe it's Ted Bundy, but I don't know.
No, he's dead. Charles Manson's dead too, but you might be talking.
Yeah, Manson always got all kinds of like.
Dude, they all do. A lot of these guys, a lot of these people get married, dude. Girls send them like naked pictures. Guys, people want to interview. People are obsessed with serial killers. There's like a weird thing about serial killers that people find interesting and attractive. I find serial killers interesting, but in the sense of like I want to study them, like their brains and how they think and their mentality. Like a show like Dexter always interested me. I like watching Dexter. Show. I don't specifically watch. Yeah, dude, they're doing like an 8-part limited series comeback. I don't know. I'm worried. I'm worried they're gonna fuck it up.
I was gonna say I liked it. The ending wasn't the ending I wanted though.
Yeah. The ending was kind of shit.
Like it. Yeah.
Let's not spoil it just in case people haven't watched it.
No, we're all good. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. But freaking. There's a great series. It's on Netflix, but they canceled it. It's called Mindhunter. So it's all 100% true. They glorify probably a couple things, and they probably change a few names. It's about the FBI and how they established the behavioral science unit and they came up with the term serial killer and all the stuff, and how the FBI, a couple people. Controversially, like the people in the FBI, like were fighting against them. They controversially would go like interview Manson and like all these famous killers to try to find stuff on other killers.
Oh, it makes sense.
It was done by Dave.
It kind of reminds you of like Silence of the Lambs.
Yes, well, that's pretty much what it's the real life Silence of the Lambs, pretty much.
Yeah, I was gonna say hello,
but it's something we do today, and. You know, as fucked up as it is, it works. It helps, and it helped establish.
The mentality's there.
Like you got to think about it. Before, the term serial killer wasn't established until the 70s. Like people didn't know, or maybe even the 80s. People didn't know that like it was a behavior, and that like when they look for serial killers, they'll look for people that will say that now they can. I'm gonna make something up here, so don't like fact check me or anything. Let's say they're looking for a killer, and the killer likes to he like bites a woman's breast off before before he kills them or something like that. They'll like link that to a behavioral thing. So let's look for someone who was abused by their mother when they were little and things like that, and it helps narrow it down and things like that. So that's what's interesting about like serial killers is how they can link things to certain behaviors. And most serial killers, some are just born that way, but others like they're just a victim of their environments. Like they grew up in fucked up environments and it fucked their development of their brain and created them that way.
Yeah,
like look at Ted Bundy. Ted Bundy and like all these people, their upbringings were fucked up. Like that's why they're fucked up. Like it's literally because they're products of bad parenting.
It happens. It happens a lot.
Not all of them are like that, but most of them are, which is crazy. They actually caught they caught a serial killer the other day in New York.
Well, think about the people that aren't caught.
Yeah,
people that are getting away with stuff and
how about
the
Golden State Killer, dude? They just caught him. You know how they caught him now? DNA evidence. Dude, this is crazy. Wait. I'm sorry, Steve. I'm like taking over this podcast.
No, you just do your thing. I'm just sitting here chilling.
So the Golden State Killer killed like a shit ton of people. You can look this up while I'm talking. He killed a shit ton of people.
You said the Golden
State Killer, yeah, in San Francisco, like for like 40 years. So what happened was Ancestry, Ancestry.com, You have to submit a saliva sample.
They found that. I was gonna say, didn't they find that?
Wait. So I'm getting into it. So his niece or somebody, like it was like a cousin or a niece or something. That's why I said look it up, because you could probably like correct me if I'm wrong.
The dude was like, he's super old now.
He's like in his 80s. So, or his 70s or something. So what happened was they found the DNA from this innocent girl. They're like, well, she's obviously not the murderer, but her DNA matches the crime scene. So let's look at her family tree and see who was living in San Francisco at that time. They found him, but of course they needed to get his DNA as evidence, and they didn't want to let him know that they were onto him. So they followed him around. He went to a sporting event, ate a hot dog, wiped his napkin away, threw it in the trash. The FBI agent tailing him took that napkin, sent it a DNA sample, had a perfect match, bro, and that's how they caught him.
Damn.
Years later. It's the same way they caught the BTK killer. BTK killer killed like 50 fucking people, bro. That's the bind, torture, kill guy. Same fucking thing. Mind. Everybody knew BTK. Dude, they say he was like in Kansas, but like they say like you I believe it's BTK. They said that he was like around so much that like you could have a friend of a friend like that. Like there's like 2 degrees of separation with like everyone in America than the BTK killer. Like everyone knows a guy that knows a guy that knew the BTK killer.
Hey, we're hanging out today.
Yeah, dude, it's like it's wild though. And this goes back to like I said, like product of environment and mentality. So what worries me today in the world is like TikTok is so viral and easy. Like everyone's on TikTok. You know what I mean? Like, 100%. My mom's on TikTok. Like I know grandparents that are on TikTok, babies that are on TikTok, and there are girls on TikTok. Like if you're a girl with big tits, like you automatically have 50,000 followers on TikTok.
I need to start wearing like crop tops.
And everyone's inflating their like follow numbers and things like this. And what's happening is a lot of these kids and even older people too, they're establishing these like complexes where they think they're bigger than they are, but really you're like, really you're just another girl with big tits, or you're a guy who does, wood chipping for a living. I don't fucking know. Someone could, like, I remember Brick Talk was a thing for a while where like people lay bricks on TikTok and like people were like freaking out and like following them. Like people are forgetting that they are only like just normal people, and like they're getting DMs from people, and like there's gonna be a whole generation of girls, and this could continue on, where they just have egos, or they think every single guy out there is trying to fuck them. You know what I mean?
It's ridiculous.
And it's gonna fuck up. Well, do you not agree with me? Like,
oh, 100%, I'm with you, because a lot of this is there is a lot of scumbags out there. That's the best way to explain it. All they want is to just see a cooch or a tit or an ass.
But it's not even that. These girls are gonna grow up thinking that they're better than they are, and they're never gonna find. Yeah. And I don't mean this in a bad way, dude. I sound like a fucking incel saying this, but I'm saying like these girls or these guys are gonna grow up, and they're gonna fucking think that like they can get like a supermodel actress when it's not the case. Like people are gonna be fucked. Like there are girls that are showing their bodies off that are like 13 years old on TikTok.
Oh, it's bad.
Which is ridiculous, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. If I see a girl with big tits on TikTok, bro, I'm hitting that follow button, because I'm not looking at her DMs. I'm not messaging her. I'm not doing that shit, bro. I just like to see big titties while I'm scrolling down my feed, bro. I got no issue with that,
Well, just like OnlyFans, I do not have an OnlyFans account. I would never pay money for anything along the lines of sex or anything when I can get it for free. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Well, you're married too, so that's different.
Not even that. I don't care. I know. My wife looks at porn. We look at porn.
I know. But so, I don't mean it like that. Yeah. There's so much shit on the internet, bro. Like, why would you pay for?
You're one click away from whatever you want.
Yeah. Listen, I can understand a difference. Like, let's say if it's like, dude, imagine like the girl that you like crushed on your entire life in high school, like made an OnlyFans. Like, maybe then I could see someone buying it. You know what I mean?
Well, that's a thought. Yeah, it's like, hey, I'm curious. Dude, I want to know.
Dude, like maybe if I was like 15, 16, like maybe I would do it. I'd be like, yo, like I'm trying to see the girl like I fucked with in high school. Can I borrow
your credit card?
Yeah. No, so I remember when I was in high school, there was this one kid I knew, dude. He was a fucking dumbass, but I remember this because this is the only smart thing he ever said. So what he did was he bought he would take money and he would buy a bunch of gift cards. And what he would do with the gift cards, yeah. So I remember this. So he said he bought like a bunch of porn subscriptions and shit. And he like literally just like, that's how he paid for everything with gift cards. So nothing would ever pop up. He would never get overcharged.
Would he always just use a random name or something?
Yeah, he would just sign up with whatever. And I was like, dude, he'd get like a Visa gift card. And I was like, that's fucking genius.
Okay, so we got talking. Okay, when COVID all hit, I remember, I think it's still actually going on, but if you go over to Pornhub, you can get a free subscription for a week.
Nah, I don't follow that shit.
I swear
no. Oh, dude, that's bullshit because, I'll tell you exactly what it is because this happened to my friend. This happened to my friend Matt, and yes, I'm dropping his name. I don't give a fuck.
Bad.
So my friend Matt, this is a hilarious story. A couple years ago, he said he gets like really drunk and he does stupid things when he's drunk. He bought a subscription to, I think it was Brazzers or Pornhub, one of those big name companies, or Bang Bros or one of those fucking. So he bought one with his credit card because it was free for 3 months or whatever.
Yeah.
Forgot he bought it. And after 3 months, they start charging you. Dude, he didn't know for a year and a half he had a $150 bill. God. And guess what? He didn't even know he had free, so he wasn't even watching the shit he paid for. Dude, that was the funniest thing. And he had to explain it. I think he had to explain it to his parents.
Password, you know?
Yeah. But that's how they get you. What they do is they say like on Disney Plus or any of those things, like get a month free, but you still have to put in your credit card information. They start charging you the day after that month.
I canceled them as soon as my subscription's over. I keep track of that stuff because I don't need to be getting charged.
There's apps that help you like manage those.
Yeah, they have those. Yep.
But I know with iPhones, you can manage your subscriptions right on your iPhone, which is really nice.
You, Mr. iPhone.
Yeah, that's why I love iPhones. So fuck your Android, Steve. Steve, nothing is worse.
Works just fine.
Bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. Yo, if I'm like talking to a chick or something, and like we exchange numbers or anything, if I text her, I got a green bubble.
Are you the guy that's looking to make sure they're not blue? If I get a green
bubble from a girl I'm texting, I don't text her back. I don't care how hot she is. If there's a green bubble, like I ghost her.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Why?
Dude, I can't do green bubbles, bro. I'm all about the blue bubbles.
You horrible people. You guys are like your own like breed.
Dude, call it pretentious or what, but blue bubble life is the way to go.
I will never have another one.
Blue bubble life is the way to go. The messages get there instantly. You know, they get there right away. There's no issues. Like,
that's probably the only thing.
Usually, you can. Some people have read receipts on. Like, you know, you never have to worry about that shit.
I don't want an iPhone.
Yeah, but whatever, dude.
I'm happy with
listen,
my phone,
that's your prerogative, dude. I'm not gonna shame you. I'm just saying, like,
you can't shame me.
I shame girls though. If girls don't have iPhones, I shame them.
Most girls that I know, other than
I don't slut shame. I iPhone shame.
iPhone shame.
I'm a fucking elitist.
I don't care how lazy, how stupid you are, as long as you have an iPhone.
Yeah, dude. Listen. I would never slut shame a girl, but like, actually, that's not true. That's not true. I have 2 rules, and I established this with women early on. I say, here's the only definition I have for a slut. I don't think a slut is someone that has sex with a lot of men. That's not true. I think a slut is someone who cheats on their partner. So that could be man or woman. Or someone that has sex multiple times in like a day with like different people. I'm like, that's kind of grimy. That's kind of gross. Like, I don't care how freaky you are. That's kind of fucking gross.
What if you're in an orgy?
Like, no, actually not in one day, like a 48-hour span. Like, that's gross. That's gross to me.
I mean, I gotta get on that bandwagon apparently.
Like, if you letting like 2 different dudes busting you in like a 48-hour span,
well, they're not gonna be
even
dudes.
72, like that's kind of fucking gross. And again, I still wouldn't even slut shame either. I'd slut shame like someone for cheating, but like Like, I would just be like, yo, that's kind of fucking gross. Like, I wouldn't say that's slut shame. I would just be like, you're fucking grimy.
You need to not do that.
Yeah.
It's a bad thing.
I mean, those aren't girls, like, I would probably associate myself with just to begin with. Like, I only know, in my life, I only know 2 girls that have done that. That, like, I like, not that I fucked with, but, like, that I just, like, had as friends and shit. I was like, yo, you're fucking nasty.
They are.
Should I drop names? Should I drop names?
I don't care. Whatever you do,
I won't.
Do you think?
I won't.
I was gonna say, like, I will say though, because where you live and where I live,
yeah,
you know a lot more of those people. The people that I really like see around here are more wholesome, and they're more. I don't know, more conservative, I guess. If they.
Oh, for sure, dude. Dude, I feel like sex is like a sin where you fucking live.
Oh, that's not true at all. I try to find places to do it all the time.
Wait. Do you do like public sex? Is that like a thing?
Oh yeah, we've done that. Yeah.
Oh shit, dude. I'm not like into like I don't like outside. Like I have allergies too, so maybe that's why. Like I like
the fresh air.
Like only thing like I'd say like the beach is different. I guess like the beach at night is cool. Oh, I hear Baby Allen. Oh,
he is just laughing back there.
Baby Allen heard sex on the beach. He got hyped. Oh man.
He's watching cartoons and that's what's making him laugh.
Oh, I thought Baby Allen. I thought the word sex makes Baby Allen laugh. He's like, that's how I was born.
Coyote. Wile E. Coyote.
Oh, he's watching Wile E. Coyote. Oh, nice.
And he's laughing at it. Speaking of Alan laughing, when my buddy came for my birthday, which my buddy drove all the way from Michigan.
He came for your birthday?
Oh, yeah, he did. I'm sure he did, yes. He drove all the way from Michigan to Iowa for one day just to spend with me on my birthday.
That's a friend.
I didn't know about it. Heather knew about it, but I'm still sleeping. And we always, when we like see each other, we always like, "What's up, fucker?" And, and I'm still in bed. And he walks in, "What's up, fucker?" And I'm like, what are you doing here?
Dude, that's what I was going to do to you. I was going to fucking text Heather and, like, fucking come and surprise you one day in Iowa.
Yeah, that's what my buddy did. Like, we met through Xbox. But, past that, when he was here, we were doing something and we put on background noise for something. And I just put on, Endgame. Marvel's Endgame.
Yeah.
And just so Alan would watch it, and it gets to the scene where somebody dies, and my buddy's sitting there and he's watching Alan, and Alan starts laughing at them dying, and he's like, "Your child is messed up." He's laughing at so dying. I'm like, what?
Your kid is fucked up, bro. Your kid might be a serial killer, dude.
Well, he's probably laughing at Wile E. Coyote freaking falling off of cliffs and blowing himself up.
Dude, that might be alarming, dog. Or he's just like a baby and he just finds like...
I mean, I think it's funny when Wile E. Coyote blows himself up and runs off the cliff.
Dude, but isn't it weird how like impressionable kids are too? Like
it's so funny to hear him laugh.
They say like
the darnest things?
No, one out of like, what is it, like 10,000 things you do, like kids will just look past, but there'll be like one little thing that you do that kids will like value their whole lives. Like,
oh yeah,
like a kid at like 2 years old will will fucking remember something, and like that'll affect him his whole life and like shape his personality and everything.
Well, or like find something good.
Yeah, like I remember. So I don't remember this, but apparently when I was a kid. When I was like 2 or 3, I was like attacked by like a pit bull or some shit.
Oh.
And like ever since then, like mentally, like when I go to pet dogs, like my mind wants to like go pet a dog, but I get like hesitant. Like I pull myself back. Like my body just does that. Like I'm always on the defense around dogs, even little dogs.
Huh.
Like, isn't that weird?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. I was going to say, like...
And, like, dude, I fucking pet... Like, I want to go and pet a dog, and, like, I'll go over there, and then, like, I'm pulling myself back, and I don't even know why. I'm like, what the fuck?
Huh, that can't be good for you.
Like, when a dog jumps on me, like, I freak the fuck out. Like, I'm just like, whoa, what the fuck? Like, I get, like, really, like, anxious.
You just screamed like a little girl?
No, I don't scream. I just get, like, really anxious. But if I know the dog and stuff, like, I'm fine. You know what I mean? But if it's, like, like, if I go to my friend's house... If I go to my friend's house and my friend's got that fucking pit bull that just likes to jump on people, like, you know what I mean? And I've never been there before, bro. I
was gonna say my dog is very, very protective. Like when he's like, oh crap, there's somebody at the door. I'm gonna bark at you, and I'm gonna bark at you until I bark at you.
That triggers my fight or flight for some reason, when it shouldn't. Like.
Yeah, my dog is an idiot.
Yeah, even like little dogs, like if a little dog barks at me, like my fight or flight gets triggered. It's so weird.
Huh.
Yeah.
Should probably get that fixed.
Yeah, maybe like therapy will do. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Hypnotize.
Got a weird question. Just a thought. I don't know what your beliefs are or not.
Oh,
but do you believe in aliens?
Dude, I am 100% a believer in aliens.
Yes,
dude.
I was listening to a podcast.
Wait, hold on, Steve. Did we not talk about that? I had an outer body experience like literally a week ago.
Yeah, you were talking about being all stoned.
Yeah, that was fucking weird, dude. Sorry, continue. Yeah. So just remember, so like I'm like a witness now.
Oh yeah, I'm just saying. Well, you and I both. Have you listened to Mother's? What is it called? Mom's Basement, the podcast with
Keemstar. I don't listen to it a lot, but I have listened to a couple episodes.
Did you listen to? They had an episode where they had his name was Stephen Greer, and he is like. He's behind all the like the alien contact stuff.
I know the name. Listen, dude, I listen to a lot of Joe Rogan, so I'm
okay.
I know about the aliens, my guy. Like Bob Lazar. Bob Lazar is my guy.
But they had him on, and they were. This is the most I've heard of aliens in a while because I used to like to sit there and like watch some of the like. First
oh yeah. No, I know who this guy is, dude. He's like super jacked too, right?
I was gonna say he looks like it. But they were saying that they are in contact with aliens, and the only reason they don't really say anything is because the government won't let them. The government shuts everything down.
Steve, I'm gonna put you onto something right now. Hopefully, like we don't get fucking like deleted from the world. Look up Bob. There's a documentary on Netflix too about it. But look up my guy Bob Lazar and what they did to him. And, like, the guy wants no part. Like, he stopped doing stuff with the UFOs, and they still... And, like, he refuses to talk about it unless, like, you really, really pull it out of him. And the FBI and CIA and all these... Sorry, I'm burping. All these people fucking harass him, dude. It's crazy. So, just to give you a little bit of context, like... Long story short, Bob Lazar, he founded, I don't want to spoil it for people. People like, I highly recommend listen to the Bob Lazar Joe Rogan podcast. It's amazing. And watch the documentary on Netflix. You can look this up too. It's all been proven. So Bob Lazar used to work in Area 51. He's the one that originally leaked the videos of UFOs and aliens and started the whole business and all this. He's a rocket scientist, pretty much. He puts, like, rockets on cars. It's awesome. And he saw all this weird shit happening. He couldn't really explain it, and he only worked on one thing. But he'd pass things in hallways, and he'd see shit. So he couldn't confirm any of that stuff. But certain things he could confirm, he would talk about these technologies. And, like, this is, like, in the 70s, or the 80s, sorry. He would talk about, like, certain technology, and he talked about an element that was yet to be discovered on, like, the periodic table, and people were like, what, is this guy on fucking drugs? Like, dude, all the shit that he talked about was proven to be true. And then, I believe it, yeah. And then, who was it? The CIA? They said he never worked for them. And they, like, if you look up Bob Lazar and shit, they'll say, like, he doesn't exist. And then, like, the university, I think he went to University of New Mexico.
Here, hold on.
Oh, dude, you're going to get some weird Google results if you type his name.
Well, I typed in his actual name, and it shows, like, a Wikipedia of his, like...
Yeah, but you got to remember, dude, everything on him is doctored. Goods. Everything on him is doctored, dude, so just be aware of that.
I was going to say, everything is very simplified from him.
Listen to the Joe Rogan podcast with him, and they'll show you if you watch the podcast, they show everything on the screen. Like, so the University of New Mexico said, like, he didn't go there and that he never graduated there and he wasn't a real like scientist or whatever. And the way
they shadow banned him from the world.
Dude, yeah, so listen to what I'm saying. So they said he didn't go there, and he's like, what the fuck? So you know what he did? He hired someone to go into the library, go into the archives, and they got pictures of him, and they have records of his like bills and shit that he actually worked there. Why would a university just say, yeah, that guy like never worked here, was never a part of the university?
That's nuts.
And like, dude, like, so what I'm saying is, if they killed him, he's like same thing with Alex Jones. Like, but I don't want to get into Alex Jones. That's a whole fucking other thing. But if they killed Bob Lazar or Alex Jones or any of those people, it would just like feed the conspiracy. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
it was like Epstein.
They're
like
hiding everything.
Like like we knew about, so I listened to Alex Jones, and especially like on Joe Rogan shit, and he was saying in like 2012, like even before that, like the early 2000s, but that's when I started listening, like 2013, 2012, like they were talking about this guy Epstein, his island. So when they caught Epstein, I was like, it's about time. And my mom was like, isn't that the guy you told me about? I was like, yeah. So like no one believed me, dude. I used to say that shit for years, and people would
weird
laugh
stuff
about Epstein Island and shit like that. Yeah. So then I said to my mom, and I said to everybody, I'm like, that guy's not gonna make it like the week, like to the end of the week. And of course, you know, he allegedly killed himself. And obviously, you know, the meme is Epstein didn't kill himself, because no fucking shit, there's no fucking way that dude killed himself. They didn't even try to hide it. Murdered, yeah. And but that's what I'm saying, is that feeds the conspiracy. That triggers people's heads where they become like these awakened people. Like, I was definitely one of those kids growing up until I was about, I want to say I was about like 19, bro, when I started like opening, ironically, like right when I started smoking weed. No, that has nothing to do with it. Imagine that, right? It has nothing to do.
I'm such a podcast. No. That's what I do.
It has nothing to do with it. It's like just when I started having that mentality shift, when I was more open to things, like politically, socially, I was just more open to trying things and doing this. And that's when I started reading the other side of stuff. And I started realizing that, listen, like a lot of shit's not what it says it is. And I'm never saying to people to like ever believe me or anything, but all I'm asking is for people to, like, if I tell you something in whatever situation, like politically, anything, just hear me out and do the research for yourself and see what you can come up with.
Look at the facts too.
If you think I'm wrong, please like bring me facts to show me that I'm wrong. And I say this when I'm in an argument. So we had to ban someone from my community the other day, Steve. That's what I should talk to you about. I'll get into that for like a quick minute. Dude, there were 3 people in my community that we were not, no one in my community was liking right now. They were pissing everyone off, and I fucking went off on them in the Discord, put them on blast. Then I went on fucking stream and ranted for an hour and a half. One of the most amazing streams. Dude, I went like Bill Burr on all these 3 guys.
Oh, is that what you were saying? Yeah, I saw that you posted something on Twitter about it.
It was like Bill Burr Philadelphia, bro. I'm thinking about putting the VOD on YouTube, but I'm not sure. I'm like iffy on it, because people from the outside are going to think I'm bullying these kids.
Do I know the community? Like the people in it that were... No, I'm saying like the ones that had an issue with?
Yeah. I'll fucking name drop them too. I don't give a fuck. One was Ginger Ale. You might not know who that is. That was the
one that you guys were talking about in LTs.
One was your good friend Shadow Reaper.
Oh, but that's whatever.
That's what
call him my good friend, really?
Dude, I fucking went off on Shadow. Then he like called me a cunt, dude. It was wild. It was crazy, dude. And then the other guy I don't hate, bro. The other guy I straight up just called him out on his shit, and he like felt really bad, but he didn't understand, like he wasn't understanding what he did wrong. So I was just like, bro, it's just better if you're not a part of this community. I said to him, listen, bro, like, you're not really friends with anybody here. You're not really getting along with anyone. I was like, it's just best if we go our separate ways. And he wasn't understanding that. And, like I just try to do him a favor and try to do myself a favor. And I was just like, yo, I'm kicking you from the community. Yeah.
Here's the deal, bud.
No, like, I don't want people living in fear of being kicked. But this kid, he didn't know the name of the community. He didn't know anyone in the community. What this guy would do is he would hop in the stream, and all he would do was talk about himself. And like he would talk in all caps. I'm not gonna drop his name because he means well, but he's just he's similar to Shadow.
Yeah.
But like he's not an asshole. You know what I mean? He just like yeah. I'm not gonna get into that. I might post that VOD. We can talk about that later on, but I want to go back to this alien stuff. So like Bob Lazar, bro, like what they do is they just try to fuck him on anything. Like let's say he gets one thing wrong on his like taxes, bro, they'll like try to fucking like, you know what I mean? Like they'll just come after him.
Oh, so he's like public enemy number 1 to the government.
Yeah, so like they like try to shut down his business once, and they said he was like reporting like he was like laundering through his business or something. I might have this wrong, but they try to fuck his like, dude, they do not give this guy a break. Like if this guy got like a parking ticket, they'd throw him in fucking prison. Like that's what I'm saying, bro.
Poor guy, man.
That's so yeah, dude, and he doesn't talk about now. He doesn't talk about the aliens or anything. He's a chemist. He like runs like a chemistry store, like in I think where is it? In New Mexico? I don't remember where, but
when you were saying like this guy's like pretty much banned and everything, it reminded me. Did you see? I don't know. Do you have HBO Max?
Yeah.
Did you watch the Chernobyl thing?
Oh my god, that's what I was forgetting to watch.
So good.
I need to watch that. Yes.
It's so good. So good. Me and Heather watched it about probably 2-3 months ago. Oh my god, I talked about it at work. I talked about it everywhere. That's how much I loved it.
See, Chernobyl pisses me off, bro, because
it could all have been prevented.
Chernobyl was the very first not conspiracy, but thing I really when I was a kid piqued my interest because Call of Duty 4. When I found out Chernobyl was real, dude, all I did was I told you, Steve, that I want to be a history teacher when I was a kid and all that shit. I almost even in college I almost became a history teacher. All I do is read history, I study history, I love documentaries. Bro, Chernobyl was to my memory the very first thing that I researched and became knowledgeable.
Was into it?
Yeah, dude, I was super into 50,000 people used to live here. Now it's a ghost town.
Dude, that blew my mind.
Playing fucking COD 4, dude, I was like, this is real? And I would Google, I'd go on YouTube and watch the videos of the guys walking through Chernobyl 20 years later. I was like, this is wild.
Yeah, I thought that was such a good, because they made it look so real. They made it like a live action. There's multiple things on there to watch, on there for Chernobyl. So you got to watch the one that's I don't know how many episodes it is.
No, I know what you're talking about. The limited series. It's with Stellan Skarsgård. Yeah.
I think there's
Dude, I totally forgot. Episodes. That was on my list and I forgot to watch it. So I'm going to watch that, Steve. Thank you.
It's very good.
But yeah, so government cover-ups are a thing. and going back to the alien, Steve, is literally last year during the pandemic, everyone's so worried about Trump and the pandemic and all this shit that the fucking CIA and the government was just like, hey, while everyone's paying attention to this, why not we do this? And they released all their fucking documents about the UFOs and shit and acknowledging the existence of UFOs and extraterrestrials. They literally leaked the documents. You guys can read it. It's all public. And they just did it. And guess what? Nobody gave a fuck because everyone was too worried about what Trump was saying on Twitter. And people worry about people not wearing their fucking mask. That's what people were worried about. And listen, I'm not trying to discredit people for worrying about shit like that, but people, you gotta fucking stop being focused on shit, bro.
You gotta look at a bigger picture.
People gotta stop caring about people that don't give a fuck about them, bro. If you think any fucking politician cares about you, you are wrong. I don't care what fucking community you're from, they do not give a fuck about you. This is coming from a family of people that fucking knew people in politics, that was in politics, that know this shit. Every single fucking politician is on the take, my guy. Every single one, from your fucking assemblyman to the fucking president. There's no reason why people go into office barely making a living that all come out millionaires, okay? Yeah. Let me put that out there. Remember the very first thing that they tried to do to Trump was the Comey hearings, and they were like, the Comey hearings, right? You remember that shit?
Yeah.
Guess, this is my research. You can't even look this shit up, bro. This is from me. During the Comey hearings, I was messing with my mom, and I was like, because I remember everyone was watching the Comey hearings. It was the Comey hearings. So I said, Mom, let's see what's going on C-SPAN right now. We changed the channel to C-SPAN. Do you know what the fuck was happening during the Comey hearings?
What?
The Wells Fargo shit. They were bailing the banks out and bailing everyone out while this shit was happening. I swear to God. I don't know if you can look that up, but you can ask my mom. We fucking looked it up. Bro, they were bailing the banks out while the Comey hearing was happening. I said, you gotta be fucking kidding me, bro. Just so the shit gets buried in the news cycle.
This and then hide things.
This is the shit I'm talking about, bro. People need to just open their eyes. I'm not trying to say people are idiots, but people just need to open their eyes, bro. There's more things to worry about. Stop caring about who the president is, because the president doesn't have as much power as you think. It is the shit that happens behind the scenes that is what is fucking driving the decisions in the world. Not just America. The world, dude. The world.
Oh, yeah.
100%. People don't even know that in fucking Russia that Putin's most outspoken opponent was poisoned a few months ago. There's people that still don't know that. And people are like, oh, well...
I didn't know that.
Yeah. That's crazy, dude.
There's so much stuff
and guess
that's
what?
been hidden.
Guess what? I fucking love that dude who got poisoned. Listen, I'm not gonna say anything bad about Putin because I'm not going to. Die. Because Putin's actually kind of funny to me. But anyway, Putin's opponent, dude, this guy got poisoned, lived, was in the hospital. You want to know how big the balls are on this guy? He went back to Russia like 2 weeks ago, bro.
Oh my god.
He came back and he's still campaigning. I said, this fucking guy, bro. This fucking guy's a patriot, dog. Wait, let me get his name so people can look this up.
This guy's gonna die.
Putin, opponent. I think it's the opposition leader. Is it Alexei and poisoned? Let's see. Russian opposition leader. It was Alexei Navalny.
I think I heard that name.
Alexei Navalny. You guys can look it up. It's on Wikipedia. It's on all those sites. You can look it up. It's very true, 100% true what I'm saying. He was poisoned. They don't know how he was poisoned, but they just know he was poisoned. He was put in a coma, evacuated to like Berlin, and like he made a recovery. But he was legitimately poisoned, which is fucking wild. That's so crazy, think what you want, guys, because I'm not gonna assume.
He don't want to get himself shot.
I'm not gonna assume here, but yeah, Steve, there's so much shit, and like I see myself as someone that's like pretty aware of things, and like the fact that like there's almost something every day that is becoming like knowledge to me is wild. Another thing that's interesting, like Obama, when Obama was in office, Obama encouraged that if there was any wrongdoings within the government, that to speak up and whistleblowers will not be punished. Right? You know what happened right after Obama said that? My boy Edward Snowden came through, and what did they do? What did they do with Edward Snowden? They try to hunt his ass down and throw him in fucking prison. Have they pardoned Snowden? No. Obama hasn't pardoned Snowden. Trump hasn't pardoned Snowden. Biden hasn't pardoned Snowden. Tell me why, bro. If Obama went out there and encouraged whistleblowing, all the guy did was expose the corruption in the government.
Trump in there. I think Trump was too close to things that he could have said stuff about. And I feel like that's why everybody in the government didn't like him. Because they were afraid he was going to say something.
Well, that's what I was going to go into next, Steve. My theory going into this. Listen, I think Donald Trump is an asshole. Don't fucking get me wrong.
I think a lot of people.
I don't care what you think about him as a president.
Him as a president, though.
Okay, listen. Yeah, but Steve. So you like Trump, right? You like Trump. You're a Trump guy.
Yeah.
But you can agree that he's a fucking asshole.
Oh yeah, I mean,
he's hilarious. He's a hilarious, but he's an asshole.
I don't care about him as a person.
I know. But that's what I'm gonna get into.
That's what the problem with people is.
No one is denying he's an asshole. Everybody. My argument here is that Trump can't be bought. He's not someone that can be bought that has that has special interests outside of his own special interests. So, the Koch brothers, Soros, all those people that are known for, creating the special interests and creating these political super PACs and these powers, they couldn't convince Trump. You can't persuade Trump. Trump was his own person, and the shadow government was easily working against him from the start. And nobody can fucking deny that before Trump got into office, he didn't even get a fucking fair shake, bro. From day one, they were trying to get his ass, dude. Day 100%. One. Look at day one from Biden for day one to Trump. And people are going to probably be in the comments and be like, oh, well, Trump did all this shit before he got in. Listen, bro. Fucking, it doesn't matter who the fuck the president is. You always want to see the person in power do the best job and try to assist them in their way. Why are you going out of your way? Do not go out of your way to try to make someone fail. If someone's fucking up, let them know, bro, and come after them. But don't come after someone and purposely try to make them fail. That's the only.
He's running our country. Don't fucking do that.
That's and now all these supporters, there's a lot of people showing their maturity here. And isn't it weird that the second Trump stopped being president, that all these protests and all this shit kind of stopped? You see that? And people will be like, well, again, because, Trump's not in office. Bro, we still have the same problems in the world, the same problems in America. Nothing has changed. Trump left. Nothing has changed.
They're not going to change.
And people act like Biden's a white knight. Dude, no. Biden's first presidential campaign, again, probably something you didn't know, Steve. Biden's first presidential campaign in the 80s, I think he ran against Bush. That year when Bush won, Bush Sr., he actually had to drop out because he cheated on his college exams and they exposed his ass. Look that up. He cheated on his he cheated on his college exams and like they made it a big thing and Biden had to drop out. It was like funny. Again, I'm not coming after Ryan. Dude, I hope Biden does a fucking phenomenal job as president.
He better. He better.
I don't agree. I don't think he will do a good job, but I'm hoping he does because I'm not a fucking asshole.
I don't want my president to fail. It'd be literally like telling the pilot, "Oh, you need to leave."
Yeah.
And then it crashing into the.
Yeah, it's like. Here's my expectation. It's like Heath Ledger when Heath Ledger became the Joker. Like everyone's like, what the fuck? Like this guy's gonna suck. This is the dude from Brokeback Mountain. Like what the hell? Like everyone's doing all this shit, and then like Heath Ledger comes in and gives like the greatest acting performance, not just like super villain, like just the greatest acting performance of like all time. Like if our president can fucking come in and do that, that's great. I don't give a fuck who's president, bro. If they do a good job, they're doing a good job. But I truly, honestly don't think I think Biden's gonna fuck this country up more. That's in my personal opinion. He's just gonna sugarcoat it better. Unlike Trump,
yeah. He'll be able to hide what he's done.
Yeah, he'll use his charm to convince people that things are getting better when they're not. Just like every president, bro. Listen, like going in, I want to break this down for you. So like going in, Obama presidency, bro. I was literally in tears. I was a kid, though. I was in tears. We watched the inauguration. Like, I was so excited for Obama to be president. Obama was such a letdown as president, bro. I feel like the dude failed us. That dude came in with the highest expectations, failed. Then you have Trump, who came in with the lowest expectations. He did okay.
He did succeed.
He didn't succeed. He did okay, bro.
But
listen, I'm not going to get into people working against him because Obama had the fucking Republicans working against him. Trump had everybody fucking working against him. Yeah. But now, like again, so now with Biden, the expectation is fucking low as shit for Biden. So like I said, if Biden does a fucking great job, so be it, bro.
I think somebody's gonna kill him.
Dude, no. If he doesn't keel over himself, the guy's like. Dude, can you imagine the guy, like, he wakes up one day and, like, doesn't remember, he doesn't know, like, where he is or anything, and he's just like, I want to nuke Iran. He, like, says, like, so dude, he like, fucking, he has, like, his bagman's, like, a black guy, you know, like, what a bagman is, like, the guy who holds his bags.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, dude, he has, like, a fucking
dementia. Sir, you need to, like, not do that.
No, he has...
What are you talking about in the president?
No, he has, like, a dementia attack, and, like, the guy grabs his bags from him, and he's like, oh, can you tip that colored boy $5? Like, like that's the shit I think Biden would do. Like, he would just say some fucking out-of-character shit.
Could you not say that?
Like
Mr.
dude,
President, you're on air.
you know what's one way how I can tell, like, people's age, like, a way to show people's age or, like, the time period they grew up in? How, like, old people call Asians Orientals. I'm like, dude, like, that shit is so fucking outdated. Like, you know what I mean?
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Dude, like, some of my dad's friends are fucking ancient. My dad's 72, but, like, he hangs out with fucking 9-year-olds. And some of these fucking 9-year-olds, like, they're not racist or anything. It's just, like, the way they were raised. They're like, oh, like, the Oriental cashier at the market. I'm like, bro, that's, like, not okay to, like, say, dude. You can't say that. Like, I'm not going to say anything to a 90-year-old, but I'm just like, ugh, like, okay, buddy. Huh?
Oh, my God. I was going to say, like, I remember... when I was younger and like stuff that my grandparents would say or anything, dude. And it's like you can't say that today.
Dude, I got a funny story for you. So my dad, there's like a long running joke that like I don't remember what it is. It's like a racial thing, but like there was like a thing where like black people would be called Leroy. I don't remember where it's from. And like, so like my dad was talking to some guy one day and he kept calling him Leroy. And I'm like, Dad, I'm like, you have to stop calling that fucking dude Leroy. I'm like, that's super racist. He's like, why? His name is Leroy. I was like, oh. I was like, what the fuck? Because like my dad was just like, he was just like, hey, Leroy. And I was like, what the fuck?
Leroy?
He was like, hey, Leroy, like, what's going on, Leroy? I'm like, can you stop fucking saying Leroy? Like, dude, it was so weird, man. Like, racism is such a fucking weird subject, man.
Oh, yeah.
Because there's like a fine line, and it always depends where you're at. Like, me just telling the joke of, like, how old people call Asians Orientals probably gonna offend some people, and then there's other people that are gonna find it hilarious,
age,
and then there's other people that are just gonna be, like, not even react to it, or not even get it. Like, that's, like, the weird fucking, like, social society we're in right now.
Like midgets. Do you call them midgets, or do you call them little people, or dwarves? What do you call them?
That's another one. That's another one. So
because some of them don't like to be called any of those.
That's one.
I mean, I'll call you your name. Hey, that short guy over there wants your money, or
so there's
like,
that's a touchy subject, bro, because there's some people that like to be called dwarves. Some people don't fucking care what you call them. Some people like don't like little person. Some people don't like dwarf. Some people don't like fucking midget. They don't like certain things. So like I tend to use midget, but I try to avoid it because I know not everyone likes it. But the people I know, they don't care. They're like, yeah, bro, you just it's like I'm not like, hey, that midget over there, but like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like sometimes it does come up in conversation where
that short chick at the bar wants to talk to you.
Yeah, it's like, oh, who'd you come with? I'm like, oh, I'm with that midget right there. Or like, I'll be like the dwarf, dwarf I feel is like more offensive, dude. I don't know why.
That's how I feel too, because then I feel like it's
to me,
part of like like Seven Dwarfs.
Yeah, like dwarf to me makes me feel like I'm calling that dude like a mythical fucking creature. Yeah, like a gnome. Yeah, like you're a gnome, when I think dwarf, I think like those ugly little like fucking like I don't even know what midget is. Like what dude, like if there's someone that wants to fucking come on,
there's a scientific
If there's someone that wants to come onto this podcast and like educate us on this shit, like feel free, bro. Like me and Steve are actually like ignorant on this shit. So like,
yeah, I'm
like please come educate us.
I mean, my uncle is actually a little man, but I don't know what he actually likes to be preferred.
Dude, we should have him come on, dude. That'd be fucking interesting. To like educate us on this shit. But again, and that's another thing is like one person doesn't speak for everybody.
No, everybody has their own opinion on everything.
That's the whole thing. But there's definitely a majority opinion for a lot of shit. So like, there's one kid I grew up with, and he was a black guy. And dude, he was all for like people saying the N-word. He was like, bro, he was like, you could say that shit around me. You could use the hard R. Like people didn't get like, and people would, and people wouldn't give a fuck. But like, there's other people, you fucking come around, you say neighbor a little funky, you getting punched in the face.
You say neighbor the wrong way, I don't like
you say ninja, bro, you getting punched in the face.
Some people take things way differently.
Yeah, man. And I literally mean like saying the word neighbor. My friend's like, what'd you just say? You know what I mean?
Did you say neighbor?
But it's so weird, dude. Like everybody's different, and that's what I think is the problem. Is people just gotta stop fucking overreacting, bro. Instead of like having this like whiplash reaction, I guess is the best way to put it.
People need to take a breath and think of what they're gonna say.
Like instead of trying to like harm the person for saying or punish them, why don't you just try to educate them? Say, hey man, listen, like that
why
word
did you say it like that? Ask them like, why did you say it like that? Why did you do this? Why did you do that? And if they have a really negative answer, maybe then go at them. But
yeah, like dude, there's obviously there's a difference between knowing when someone's being a fucking racist versus like,
comedians. Look at comedians.
Yeah, I mean, like someone saying the N-word while they're singing a song, like you're really trying to cancel someone for that, like.
Yeah, I mean, this culture, it just kind of just happens anymore.
Yeah, it's just, but again, the outrage culture is weird because people will be like, oh, there's all this outrage. I'm like, where's the outrage? And it's like, well, all these people on Twitter. Dude, we don't even know who these fucking people are. It could be fucking 20 people. It could be, I remember a few years ago, there was this whole thing, and it was international news that they said 90% of people think that Santa Claus should be a woman. Or Santa Claus.
Here's the deal.
Do
saying that makes it
no. So again, so they said, oh, they did a study on it, and I was like, wait a minute, like what? You look up the study, it was 300 people in one county in fucking England that they talked to, and they said 90%. The statistics are always a fucking always look up statistics. That's my okay. One thing that I am preaching to you guys is always look up statistics and always look up the source of statistics. Like what's that joke? Was it like 46% of statistics are wrong? Like you just make up a number.
It's like wait a minute.
Yeah, but like
the thing is, certain people from certain regions are going to agree. So you need to go around the world, and people always do it in small groups, and it's never anything that's.
But here's my thing, Steve.
It's not a fair discussion.
Here's my thing. Bro, you see these polls and you see these research shit being done? Have you ever been asked to answer a poll on anything?
Nope, never. But they say there's always
something. The only polls I ever get asked is the shit on YouTube, bro. Like, before I watch a video. Those are the only times I'm ever answering a poll. That's it.
Like, I get the surveys and stuff. And,
yeah.
Oh, how is this doing or anything like that?
Do any of these brands ring a bell to you? Yeah.
Those aren't even, yeah.
But
I can't even call them anything like that, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Bro. Think about this shit. Like, people need to think about this shit. And, like, what's the other one? Like, red wine cures cancer. Also, if you drink red wine, it may increase your risk for cancer.
Drink too much red wine,
what the fuck?
You could have AIDS or something.
Yeah. The shit doesn't make... Bro, always click... Anytime there's a survey or something, it'll say, like, via... Like, if it's on the news, they say where the source is from. If that shit is fucking weird to you, click on it and see how many people they interviewed and from where. Now, I'm not saying to ever disregard polls in general, but, like, even the U.S. Census. So, we're supposed to do the census, right? Like, the census is coming in this year.
I do it, yeah.
Dude, you could just fucking lie in the census. No one will know. Yes. I could say I live in a house of 8 people of illegal immigrants. People wouldn't fucking know. It's all in the trust system.
Do you?
No. Maybe.
Yeah, anybody can say whatever they want, but
that's what I'm saying. Dude, the fucking census is done on, like, the trust system. Like, people could just answer it wrong or not want to know.
I have, like seven immigrants living in my house.
But, like, that's the thing. Like, I wanted to like fuck with the census just to be an asshole. I want to be like, yeah, I live in a house of 8.
If you can get it right.
I live in a house of 8 fucking Native Americans in my house.
I think it all more or less just kind of helps with population and things along the lines of that, doesn't it?
Listen. In a general sense, it works. And but Steve, let me tell you why the census is important. Population, bro. It's population of each state. Every state, the higher the population, the more delegate votes you get. So Michigan actually lost electoral votes in 2000 because more people were leaving the state than joining.
Texas is going to be really big.
Yeah, but again, so that's what I'm saying is people don't realize that the census is actually, like, kind of important. Like, honestly, if I was a politician, unless they do it already, I would, like, create a fucking scam where I would just, like, get a bunch of fucking people to just, like, misfile the census and, like, get my fucking state more electoral votes so we have more power in elections and shit like that.
Right? Yeah.
I'm just saying, bro. If any politician's listening, if you haven't tried it already.
Dead people that voted for me.
Yeah. Because, like, Steve, like, your town, what'd you say? There's, like, 500 people in your town or whatever?
Yeah, roughly, yeah.
Like, dude, could you imagine if you were like, yeah, there's 20 people in this house? Like, all of a sudden your fucking town's population just grew, like, 8%.
I know, right? Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
We just had, like, 7 babies.
Yeah. Fucking crazy, dude. This has been a long-ass podcast, and I'm sorry, Steve.
It's been very informative.
I fucking went in today, dude. I blew the lid on everything.
I'm not gonna lie, like, I did not project this podcast to go the way it did, and I thought it'd been really good.
Yeah. Dude, but fucking this shit was wild, dog.
Conspiracies.
Well, we can get into this in other, like, we could film. Steve, listen, dude. I know we're doing one a week right now, but if you want, we could fucking film another one later in the week, continue this conversation, and just release a 2-parter.
I'm fine with aliens.
Week.
I'm fine with aliens.
Yeah, dude.
I want to watch. I was gonna say, how about this? How about you watch yourself your Chernobyl. I will watch the Alien documentary that I was going to look at, and we can talk about those.
So, what I can't watch Chernobyl right now because I'm finishing.
Oh, I'm saying like down the road. I'm not saying.
I'm finishing up a bunch of series right now, but I'm going to. Dude.
Oh yeah. I got more stuff to talk about, but we can.
Okay, yo, write that shit down. Write that shit down.
No, it's fresh in my head because I'm still watching it currently.
Oh, all right. Well, was it okay?
I'm literally like 15 episodes.
So are you gonna say it or like?
No, I'm gonna make people want to watch the next episode.
Okay, then write that shit down.
I don't have to. I'll remember it.
No, you won't, dude. Write that shit down.
So I'm always thinking about it. I'm always thinking about it. All it is I'm wanting to compare Dragon Ball to Dragon Ball Z and Super. That's all it is.
Dude, I've been on a good anime binge lately.
That's what I'm saying. I just finished One Punch season 2.
Steve, do you use My Anime List at all?
I have Funimation.
No. So, My Anime List is a website.
What is that?
No, so real quick, you just log in, you make an account, and what you do is you log every single anime that you ever seen on there, and you could rate it. So you can rate it as watched, completed, in progress, and you could put like the episode you're on or the season you're on.
Yeah.
On hold, dropped, or plan to watch, and you could put it all in there, and it organizes it for you. So
and it categorizes what you might be interested in.
That as well. But what I'm saying, what I use, so I just added it to my stream recently. So if I stream, like I usually talk about anime, and people will hop in my stream and they'll be like, "Yo, like what anime are you watching?" I'm like, "Bro, just go to the fucking list because," or like, "What anime do you like?" You know what I mean? And dude,
I've seen kind of like your own.
So I've seen over. I'm hitting about the 100 mark for anime series. So I've seen about 100 anime series. So I'm like, I'm not gonna fucking just like have an hour-long conversation with someone just so they can help me recommend an anime to me. You know what I mean? So what I just do is I give them the list. I say, bro, here's my list. You can organize it by rating, so you can see what my 10s are, what my 9s are. See the fucking 4s and 5s I got on there, so you see the shit I like, the shit I don't like, the shit I've seen, the shit I'm planning to watch. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. So you should do that, Steve, because it is a great.
I don't watch as much anime as you.
But I'm just saying, like, you just track. Like, it's just a good way to track. You know what I mean?
It's a good way to be like, oh, I'm still on this episode. Shit.
Yeah, dude, I totally forget to update mine, but like, I just did a huge I just dug through like the crevices of my brain to remember all the anime I watch, and I don't put shit like if I don't remember anything about an anime, I don't have it on there. Like Neon Genesis Evangelion, I remember it's a great series, but I watched it when I was a kid. Do not remember that shit, so I have to rewatch it. So it's on my like rewatch list right now. You got it?
That's you. And you said it was called My Anime?
MyAnimeList.net.
My Anime List, non-sponsor.
Yeah, so if you do, non-sponsor. So if you do like, I think it's like /profile / Nickyfries.
Nickyfries.
Hold on, I'll send you the link. I'll send you the link in Discord.
Oh yeah, you can literally type in the person's name.
Yeah. So I just sent you the link. Like you click on that, like you'll see all my stats. So it says I've watched 87.5 days worth of anime. I'm watching 7 series right now. I've completed 74 series. I dropped 2 series. I plan to watch 7 more series. I've seen 5,254 episodes of anime.
Oh.
I feel like that's low though. At the same time.
Yeah, but I haven't.
But again,
anime's new to me, really. Like I have to be in the mood to watch anime.
Dude, same. But like I'm saying, it's just a good way to track, and it's a good way for people to make recommendations. So Steve, like you're not like done with anime, right? So
no.
Dude, I can recommend you, if I see what you're watching, like instead of you trying to think in your head like of all the anime you watch, you just fucking send me your list and I'll be like, bro, you gotta watch this. You know what I mean? Oh, like I'll be like, oh, if you liked Afro Samurai, how about you watch Samurai Champloo, because they're almost similar in style. You know what I'm saying? Like shit like that.
Don't even ask for me it's because okay.
Yeah, you can like log in with your Facebook and shit like that.
Yeah, I know. It automatically logged me in. I'm like, I'll put a password.
All right. So while we're doing this, might as well wrap the podcast up. Thanks everybody for watching the Cornfries podcast. I know this is a long episode, but it was a great episode. I know we talked about sports, talked about aliens, talked about fucking conspiracy theories, talked about politics, talked about fucking everything. So thank you for watching.
We shaved our bungholes. What?